how much do I actually swim right now? What is my elite swim training schedule like? Lily King calls it lazy swimming. Coach Ray Luz calls it elite masters training. What do you think? Let's find out. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How's everyone doing? 11:11 a.m., which means I have 49 minutes until my first swim session of the day. I have 4 today, very busy day. Woke up 5 a.m., got on the bike, did about an hour of cardio, took the boys to school, dropped them off at daycare, drove down to Bloomington, trained for about an hour, went to the gym, lifted, came back, ate breakfast. Now I'm here. This is typically my hour to 45 minutes of relaxed time after morning training before my busy work for the rest of the day. Now we've got a few big swim competitions coming up and I have a lot on my plate right now, in and away from the pool, and I've had a lot of you reaching out asking me like what my actual training cycle schedule is like right now. So I'm going to give you all of it, not just the meat and the potatoes. I'm gonna break it all down. So let's do that. I have spent most of my life focusing on swimming primarily, where it's the main thing. That is not the case anymore, which we have talked about before. I've done videos on that before. Well, right now I swim 5 to 6 times a week. 5 to 6 times a week. Only morning swims. Now, what does that swimming cycle actually look like? I stick to this as much as physically possible, because as I said, we've got the Pro Series in Florida coming up, the Pro Series in Chicago coming up, and then you have US Nationals this summer. There's the long course lakeside meet. There's a lot of meets that I do want to swim at. So here it is, okay? Monday mornings are power plus a little bit of aerobic. So the primary focus on those days is swimming with heavy resistance, and then I get a little extra swimming cardio at the end. Here's an example of a Monday morning set right here. So I'm mixing resisted heavy swimming with dive 25s or just bursts of speed, nothing too long. Those morning swims tend to be between 5 and 6,000 yards long. That brings us to Tuesday. Tuesday is capacity. Tuesday is best average, VO2, race pace kind of stuff. An example of a set that you have seen in the videos recently, we do 20 50s on a minute, holding our very best average. Or right here, this is the workout that I did yesterday, last Tuesday morning. I swam with Yusuf and Coach Corey. We did 800 yards of pace with some swim out in there. The emphasis here is hitting race pace, kind of building up that capacity. These workouts in total are right around 2,000 to 3,000 yards total. Now that brings us to Wednesday morning. Wednesday is one of two things. It's either a long IM set, like a 4,000 yard IM set, 7,000 yards total, or it's 100 style race pace kind of set with some moderate resistance training, which I do other strokes. I do butterfly. This is where I work on my sprint freestyle. This is where I work on my underwater kicks. There's usually an underwater set before the main set where we wear the mono fin and we do all that kind of fun stuff. So Wednesday is just, it's really a fun day. It could be a 7,000 yard day or a 3,500 yard day, you know? Thursday is race pace, true long course training race pace. We suit up, wear racing suits, and we go 50s long course maximum pace. Some of those days it's more of a capacity testing where we're doing like 850s on a shorter interval trying to hold race pace, or maybe we're going 10, 12, 14 50s race pace with some swim out in between with a good amount of rest, really maximizing that speed as much as possible. It's just a fun day to suit up and go fast. Like Thursday mornings are fun. Friday morning is what I call aerobic spice. There's a little bit of everything. There's a little bit of kicking, a little bit of pulling, a little bit of aerobic freestyle, a little bit of resisted swimming, but nothing too challenging. There's always a few 25s and 50s fast. It's like every element of training put into a 5,000 yard workout. Here's an example of one of those sets right here. They are a lot of fun. I enjoy it because you get to do a little bit of everything. Some underwater kick with resistance, with the drag socks, sprinting with the drag mitts for 12.5s. It could be a whole bunch of different things, but it's always a little bit of everything. Now Saturdays, as I said at the beginning, if I am here home to train on Saturday, I will either do some race pace stuff here in my endless pool, or I'll go in and do long course pace with the team, which is also a ton of fun. Now, an example of a set like that, you've seen me vlog these before, like the 40-50 set. 40-50s, this is one of the best sets in the world. I love this set. It builds your capacity, it's increasing your aerobic capacity, it's testing your ability to hit race pace and repeat. It gets harder as you move through the set, all kinds of stuff like that. So that's it. Those are the 6 kinds of swim workouts that I'm doing on a weekly basis. Now, as far as strength training, I'm in the gym 2 to 3 times a week. Also in the mornings, always Monday and Wednesday morning, sometimes Tuesday morning, sometimes Friday morning, but I am minimally hitting the gym at least twice a week really hard. So day 1 is usually upper and lower body. We're hitting squats, we're hitting bench press, we're hitting weighted chin-ups, all that kind of stuff. Second day is power. We're doing hand cleans, we're doing power cleans from the ground. I love the CrossFit style lifting. Everything is based off of capacity. Maybe I'll make a video on all that kind of stuff. I mean, that's pretty fun, but that's generally it. And then also, here when I'm home, if I have a little extra time, I hop on my bike and I've been doing a fair amount of cycling, a fair amount of biking just to get more aerobic in, because as you can see, my total weekly volume is roughly this. It is a fraction of what I used to swim. So I'm trying to maintain that capacity and hold on to that aerobic base while doing less, which means sometimes I'll hop on the bike and I'll hit, you know, a 20-mile bike ride, just kind of grind it out. Or I've got the treadmill too, like I do a little bit of running. I know I've been joking about maybe doing a triathlon, and although I really do want to do one, and I am going to do one, the running, because I don't have the big running background, it really takes a lot out of me. So I think I'm kind of shelving that until a little later, until I'm not like, oh, I want to go to these swim meets and swim fast. I'm not quite there yet, but anyway, I'm getting really off topic. That is a general look at what my training looks like. As I said at the beginning of the video, Lily likes to call it lazy because I'm doing pretty much half of the number of swim practices as most of maybe my friends or my peers. Ray, on the other hand, is like, no, like you're an elite master swimmer, you're traveling, you're doing these events, you've got these business, like, you know, so however you want to look at it, whatever, but for me, it is a lot of fun. I really enjoy it, which is why I still enjoy making these fun swimming vlogs. That's it, guys. Let me know in the comment section below, how many swim practices do you swim on a weekly basis, and at what age? When I was younger, I was doing 10 swims a week, rocking the 60, 70,000 yard meters a week life. Not my life anymore, but I love that stuff. I really love grinding out. I mean, hey, some days we'll go in, we'll do a 10,000 yard set. I mean, just every once in a while, you gotta keep up. You gotta get after and do those things. You gotta challenge yourself a little bit. Let me know down there what you all think. If you have interest in a private one-on-one lesson with me, underwater review, filming stuff, fire me an email to CodyMillerShow@gmail.com, and we might be able to get you scheduled. I love doing these things. Also, swim clinics. If you are interested in booking me for a swim clinic, please head to ultimateswimmer.com and request me. Put in a little bit of your information, request me as a clinic, and that will get the ball rolling on that. Maybe I'll come out and do something fun with your team. If you'd like a personalized video from me to you or someone you know for whatever reason, I am available on Cameo. We do have merch on the merch store, all kinds of stuff there. Anything else? I think that pretty much covers it. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button, share my videos with your swimmer friends. That really helps me, and as always, have a great week, everyone. New videos every single week, and until next time, I'll see you all later.